Welcome back, ladies and gents. Matty, handsome Bo with me this weekend. Right now, we are just hitting the trail in a new area for me. I've never actually hiked here before. I don't think Bo's hiked here either. We are heading into a destination called Eagle Lake. It's supposed to be a pretty easy, short hike in. It's getting near the end of January here. Bo and I decided restrictions have now been lifted a little bit here. We can finally get out and do some outdoor social gatherings. So we decided, why not hike in, do a trip in the hot tent. Fairly pretty short hike in. It's only supposed to be about 4.5 kilometers to the lake. So, been some views though. We're pretty clouded in the whole drive in. Could not see any of this. As soon as we parked, the clouds lifted a bit. So fingers crossed we get some views. Yeah, I think this is definitely an area I'd look at coming back to this summer. Not sure if I'll be doing a backpacking trip here in the summer, but short enough to the lake. I think this would be worth coming out doing a day hike. Spending a day at the lake with Lindsay and the kid. If any of you gals are not aware, I have a newborn coming in June. It'll be my first. And I have a little boy. I'm pretty excited about that. So I think we'll definitely have some changes to the channel coming up. Oh, we're getting some views.
Yeah.
Getting some views. This is all right. Sun burning off clouds. Pretty little clearing to walk through here. It's not too cold out right now. It's about minus 15 Celsius. Still pretty early in the morning. It's only about 9:30. I assume the lake is just tucked into this little V here ahead of me. We made it here to Eagle Lake. Still in the trees a little bit here, but we're gonna walk out and get our first looks at the lake. That's all right, that'll do. Eagle Lake. Oh, now we find a spot to set up the shelter. Find a spot to get some wood. It's all right though, dude. Nice easy hike in. Got the teepee up here. We are set up just in a bit from the lake. We went down and we were thinking about maybe setting up by the lake, but there's a decent chance it's gonna get windy tonight, so we thought we'd set up in the trees here. So get the teepee up, and then we pile snow around the edge of it just to seal off, so if it does get windy we don't get any drafts. And then just clearing out the snow from inside as much as we can. Luckily there's not much. It didn't really snow that much in this area. We're all mostly set up here. This will be where I'm sleeping. I got 2 quilts stacked on top of each other here. 220 quilts, so I should be pretty warm. Bo's just got to get his bag out and loft it up. Got the stove and everything set up. Now we're gonna go gather some wood right away. Cause it's cold.
It's getting there.
It's cold. Yeah, my our thermometer is reading minus 18 Celsius right now. 0 Fahrenheit for the Americans. So it's a little chilly, and it's still very early in the day. I think it's only about 11 o'clock right now. So yeah, it's a little cold. It's a bit of a breeze coming in. I'm glad we're tucked in through the trees a little bit, giving us a bit of a windbreak. But yeah, now comes the fun part of hot tenting and gathering up a crap load of wood. Out in minus 20, cutting up down trees so we got enough wood to burn. Good times. The nice part about cutting wood though is definitely warms you up. Yeah. Because she is chilly out here right now. Like I got Merino base layer, a synthetic shirt underneath that, a fleece sweater, and my big down parka. And I'm warm, but I'd rather be warm and take layers off than be cold. So we found a good stash of trees here in the woods, and we're just gonna gather up what we can and then head back to camp and see if we feel like we're gonna need more. We're probably gonna need more than what we got here, but the further up we go, there's a bunch. Like there's still these here I haven't bucked up yet, so lots of wood. Our first armload of wood. Looks like a decent amount, but that's maybe a couple hours worth of burning. One thing I was not expecting coming out here, and I'm glad it is, because like I mentioned a couple times, there's not a whole lot of snow out here. There's actually running water. There's a little creek that's feeding into the lake behind me, and it's not that far from our camp, so not gonna have to melt snow, which is good. We got a fat pile of wood gathered up here. The benefits of hiking with Bo: he brings his buck saw. He's got one of those Agawam Canyon boreal buck saws. This thing is a freaking beast, so we're able to take down some pretty sizable down trees, which is nice. And he's got his little hatchet too, so we can split those up. So I'm going to be outside starting processing the wood. We got lots to cut up for the stove, but Bo's going to get us a little fire going in the stove. Hi Bo. Hi Matty. How are you?
Good.
You look good. We're going to boil up some water for lunch here, so be sitting inside in the warmth pretty quick. But now starts the fun part of hot tenting, is cutting up all the freaking wood that you're going to go through. Smoke coming out the top already. Can't beat that. Well, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still about -20 outside, but we are now chilling inside. Stove going. Got water on the boil. Got a little bit of wood bucked up already. This should just be enough just to like get lunch going and let it warm up a bit here. But
Cheesy lasagna with sausage.
well, you got options. I just got itchy van for lunch today. I'll get a little lunch break. Now back to the never-ending process of cutting up wood. We got a bunch to go through here, so it should be good times. But it's going to take longer because, so if you can see here, the blade on my silky gone boy, but a bunch of my teeth have started to fall off. I mean, I've had this saw for 5-6 years now, so it's about time for a new blade on this thing. I think this will be the last trip with this blade. I am missing a whack of teeth, so it's taken me a bit to get through the wood, but we're getting there. Now let's go wear my arm out a little more. You got a good amount of wood processed up here. Got some kindling here, big pile at the head end here, and then big pile here. You know, we still got all this stuff here that we're going to process up in a little bit, but arms are a little tired here, so we're going to go for a stroll. The sun was peeking out a little bit. We're going to go and do a little walk around the lake here. Get out of the trees out along the lake here, and noticeably colder. When the wind gusts pick up, geez, cold, but pretty here. Very pretty here. I don't know if it's making out on camera, but the clouds are blowing off in behind us, and we're finally getting some mountain views back there, which is pretty sweet. Been pretty clouded in most of the day. Look at this. End of January. A sandy beach in Alberta. Oh, look at that nice soft Alberta sand. Get the Baywatch shot. Made it to James Lake. Very cute little pretty lake here. too bad. Definitely worth a little walk. Frozen lake. Yeah. Very shallow here. Let's get out of the trees though, if that wind bites in. Real good. Yeah, that wind is serious business. As soon as you get back in the trees, away from the lake, noticeably warmer once you're out of the wind. You can see a little right here would be a pretty cool waterfall to check out in the summertime, but it's all frozen over. It's always cool in wintertime when like moving falling water like that just freezes. It's always cool.
Up there too.
Yeah. Lots of them here. That's so cool. Oh, the sun is coming out. Views all over the place here. It's an alright little spot, dude.
Yeah, this is.
This is a super cool little spot. She is freaking cold.
Yeah.
When we got back to the teepee, the thermometers inside the teepee were reading minus 20 Celsius. And it was warmer in here than it was outside, so I'd say it's probably pushing minus 30 out right now. She is pretty cold.
Yeah.
So we're just getting the stove going, warm this up a little bit here, and we're gonna get some water going, get some dinner in, and probably just rack out in here for the rest of the night because it's gonna get dark pretty quick here. It's just after 5. Sun's already starting to go down, so definitely starting to get that evening chill.
Clouds are blowing in from the fucking from that way too.
Yeah.
Blowing in.
Yeah, you can see the TV shaking in the wind here. So it's windy outside. Probably, yeah, like I said, probably minus 30, maybe even lower with that wind chill. It's pretty cold. So definitely glad we got the stove tonight. But fat stack of wood there. Stack of wood at the bottom. Should be alright. 7:30. Just finished eating dinner with our headlamps on, and we're just hanging out chatting. It is pitch black outside. Still got a fat pile of wood, so it's probably going to be how we're going to finish off our night here. Lay here until we get tired enough, and then go put the food up in a tree and crawl into bed and crash. So I think we'll probably wrap this one here, and we'll catch you guys in the morning for the hike out. 7:45. We survived. Got pretty cold last night. I woke up at about 2. The stove was completely out, and my thermometer inside the teepee was reading minus 28. It was pretty chilly. But it stayed warm, nice and bundled up. Just getting some hot beverages going.
Get rid of our frost line.
Yeah. I don't know if you can really... You can kind of see it here on camera. There's always this pretty prominent frost line on the teepee. So we're just going to try and let that melt away, let the sun come up a little bit, and pack up and hike out of here. Now for one of my favorite parts about camping in the hot tent is getting packed up, because it's nice and warm in here. That's like one of the worst parts about winter camping is getting packed up because everything's cold. But when you've got the hot tent, it's super warm to get packed up. It's nice. Mostly packed up here. Bo's just got his ground sheet to fold up. Just got to take the stove down, put the chimney pipe out. Pretty out here this morning though. Very pretty. Definitely warming up as the sun is coming up. Nice views here. I'll be on the trail in about 10 or 15 minutes. On our way home. Always just pulling the pegs out, and we'll throw the teepee in the stuff sack and get rolling on out of here. A little chilly this morning. A little chilly. Let's check the thermometer here. What we got? It is minus 20 out this morning. It's chilly, so a little bit below 0 Fahrenheit. Yeah, cold trip this time. Definitely a cold one. Right, packs are on, ready to rock and roll. I'm actually looking forward to possibly getting some views on the hike out today. We didn't really get to see a whole lot on the hike in. We were pretty cloud covered, so looking pretty clear today. There's some blue skies up ahead of us, so maybe we'll get some views. That'd be all right. Oh, some pretty views on the hike out here. It's not too bad. We are getting closer to the vehicle here, so I think we're gonna wrap this one. Just it's cold, and every time I reach into my pocket to pull the camera out, I start regretting it because my fingers get cold. So we're gonna wrap this one here, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out in the TV with us, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, guys, I'm Matty. Thank you guys so dang much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.